Hello, collective. How's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I wanted to come on here really quickly and just address a few things. I wanted to address one of the comments. This is for the feminines who believe that they are DF, okay? That they are divine feminine. Now, the comment was, why, basically, roughly, this is what it was about. Why doesn't the DM care that I'm crying, right? That the DF is crying, but rather than go and save a karmic, from her tears or whatever. The thing is this, if you are even involved with a so-called DM who has a karmic, you're pretty much karmic yourself, okay? Because the fact of the matter is that energetically, the DM and the DF cannot come together with karmics around. It just won't happen. And it shouldn't happen, okay? It's not energetically aligned to happen. If you are DF, if you're truly divine feminine, there should be no back and forth dynamic. You shouldn't even be talking to the divine masculine, until he upgrades energetically. There should be no contact. If there's contact, you're probably karmic. And I'm just keeping it real. Because if you are involving yourself within those lower vibrational energies, and you're associating with them and you're engaging with them, then you are also in a karmic cycle. Do you get that? Like if you're DF and you are on a higher plane energetically, okay, you obviously have to reach down, right? To lend out a helping hand. That's not what we do. We do not reach down. Okay, what we do is we just exist. And we lead by example. That is where our strength comes from as divine feminines. Once again, I'm going to speak this because this is truth. The only way into union is to be in union with yourself. You have to know who you are. You have to be confident in who you are. You have to carry the light. You have to have that energy cleared to where the divine can even come inside of you and exist. There is no way that the divine is going to come inside of you and exist. You can pray all you want to. Okay? The connection is not going to be legit. You might as well just hang up the phone right now. Your energy has to be cleared of all karmic energies. If you are speaking to, if you are having sex with, if you are just sending messages to, like via text, okay, whatever you're doing, if you're sending out any type of energy towards the so-called DM who is in a karmic situation, which then makes him karmic, and you are engaging with them, regardless if she knows it or not, you're still karmic. The upgrade comes from you realizing who you are. If you are divine feminine, then you are going to be living in your divine femininity regardless. You see, that's the difference between the karmics and the divine feminines. We don't need validation for who we are. Like, we know who we are. There ain't no need for that shit. The karmics need the validation of the divine masculine or of the masculine karmic, whatever you want to call them, to feel good about themselves. Without him, this is like the telltale, like This is how you should be able to tell the difference. Without him, they are nothing. Their energy it sucks. They do not know who they are. They need him right there to feel like they are somebody. Us divine feminines do not need that. You women need to learn how to stand in your power and understand that your power comes from within. Understanding that you do not need a man to be by your side in order for you to be connected to the divine, to be connected to God. If you think about it, it's purely a blockage to even think that you would need another outside source to connect correctly, to come into union with self. When you come into union with self, you have all of the options that you could ever possibly want. When you come into union of self, you are actually bringing in people that you're not really used to. A whole different type of person approaches you at this point when you are DF, when you're divine feminine. No more of these nonsense losers approach you, okay? They know better. They'll stand there and stare at you, whatever, but they will not approach. They know better. Now, the higher quality men, are going to be the ones who are eyeing you, and they will approach because they know that they have something to offer you. Know your worth, because they will see that. I'm going to say it again. If you are talking to, if you are messaging, if you are engaging with a DM who is in a karmic situation, he's karmic. He is in a karmic cycle. That means that he has not energetically upgraded. And you're bringing yourself down because you feel like you've lost something when you haven't. Your power comes from you realizing that you have not lost shit. And good riddance, basically. Your individual power comes from you realizing that you never did need him. He never was really, anything special for you, because look at what he chooses to deal with. The proof is in the pudding. This is something that all of us women need to come to a level of understanding and overstanding, of who we are, of who we were meant to be, not who we were meant to be under. I'm not saying like, just give your time and your energy to true divine masculines who know your worth. Don't sit there and cry over somebody who doesn't give a fuck about you. Do not sit there and cry over somebody. That is your energy. Get a hold of your emotions. Get a hold of yourself. Learn to master your emotions. Once you do that, you'll be good. You're set. And if you have to cry, if you're in so much pain, release it. And I don't care how long it takes. It can take a day. It could take a week. It could take months. Release it. Just do it. Because I'm telling you, as the divine feminine, that is where you get your fucking power from. It's not about a man. It's not. Trust and believe it's not. This is something, and yes, it is easier said than done. However, it's doable. I've done it. You know, when you feel like you need another person, that is a sign of abandonment issues. We've become so like masochistic with our relationship dynamics. We've come to the point to where we almost need pain in order to think that it is love. It's like, it's almost obsessive. We've come so immune to the pain that we actually believe that that is a form of love. However, it's not. It's a sick, sick world, everybody. And the idea of love at this point is just that for a lot of people. It's just an idea. Most people have never even felt true love. They think they have, but they haven't. You only know true love when you actually love yourself. You only know true love when you actually come into union with your higher self. When you can step outside and have a smile on your face without anybody around you, knowing that you just had breakfast with God, knowing that you just had the most intellectual conversation with the Holy Spirit. And nobody could ever give you that. That's powerful. That's where your power comes from. When you can do that, you know that you are healed. When you can wake up in the morning and not shed a tear, when you can wake up in the morning and understand, what life is really about. When you can wake up in the morning and be like, gosh damn it, I love myself. I really don't need no outsider to express their love for me. And as a matter of fact, when you're divine feminine, it seems as though everybody's falling in love with you. That's real talk. That's just the way it goes. Because you are divine feminine. When you've reached that level energetically, people cannot intervene in your mix. They can try all they want to. It will not work. You become shielded. You become protected. And then you know it. There is no second guessing. There is no doubting. Okay? So basically, I'm telling all of you that if you're still in pain, cry it out. Use this dark moon. Release all the negative energies. Cry it all out. And then do some crystal healing. Place the crystals on your chakras and lay down and pray. Do your visualizations. Do some in just a minute. Do some affirmations. That's what I suggest for all of you beautiful women who feel so sad because a man is not by your side. Once you realize that you are the prize, darlings, you are the prize. Everyone else will realize it. Okay? That's how this goes. You know, listen, my personal story, oh gosh, never mind. I'm not even gonna even go there. I'm not gonna get into it right now. However, it doesn't affect me. It does not affect me. Put it this way, I was living side by side, you know, with my DM, and his whole relationship did not affect me. I just knew it was bullshit. I mean, at the same time, though, I was engaging back then. However, I was very, very in control of my emotions. I knew what the fuck I was doing. It was not a big deal to me. He never emotionally had me bound to him, or, you know, like I never felt like seeing them together did not affect me. I could see them kiss and I knew it was bullshit. As a matter of fact, I remember one time, oh my gosh, he was giving her a kiss before work outside in the front yard. And I was sitting outside on the porch and I totally just like let out a huge burp on purpose. I sure the fuck did, because it was bullshit, you know? But anyways, I'm not going to go there. I'm just trying to explain to you guys that I'm not in union with the DM, but I gives a fuck because I know who I am. At this point, he doesn't know who he is. That's all that means. That's all it means. Spiritually, he's not awake. And if you are truly the divine feminine, you will understand what I'm talking about. Like, this shit can't affect you. Like, you're the one that sees through the shit. You know what I mean? You're the one that sees through all the nonsense that people are trying to fucking portray. That's why we are so fucking powerful. You know, in the beginning, it was like, oh no, that's just your opinion. No. Now, like, we know, we're well aware of who the fuck we are. We're well aware of our gifts, and we are well aware of the fact that people just front on a daily, but it has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. Don't take it personal. People are stuck. That's all that means. You know, karma's a bitch, and some people will never ascend, and that's not your problem. Some people don't even know what it is to ascend. It's just a word that they say, right? Or they hear. But if you are truly DF, you will not be crying and fucking like being affected by what the hell the DM is doing. Most of the time, you know, a lot of you women are claiming that these men are DMs when they're not. They're just these fucking low class, low vibing ass men who are whores. That's it. I'm not saying that, you know, there are some who are very promiscuous. However, some of them are being like highly mistaken for DMs when they're not. Giving these men credit that is not due to them at all. It's not. Anyways, all right, everybody. I'm going to end this message now. It's almost like 20 minutes long, and sending everybody peace, love, and light. You women, stand in your strength, okay? Understand that he is not what makes you. He is not what makes you divine feminine. I've always known who I am. That's what you got to do. That's where you got to be at mentally. That's where you got to be at spiritually. That's where you got to be at, period. Know who you are. And it does not take the validation of another person at all. Remember that. Go within, meditate, pray, connect with God, have a conversation with them. Say good morning. How are you today? I know you're going to be blessing me with a beautiful day, right? Stuff like that. Anyway. All right. Peace, love, and light, everybody. Until next time.